Hello everyone, DJ back with another edition of the Kickstarter report, looking at what is and cool, I guess, in the world of Kickstarter for playing cards this week, giving you my reactions, my opinions, and let's start off with some Four Seasons. We got Bicycle Four Seasons Spring Edition. It is funded 12 days to go, and we've seen that before. And they just launched a Bicycle Four Seasons Summer Edition, both of course from collectible cards, and that one is funded with 28 days to go. I mean, they look pretty nice. I like them. I do like these decks. I will pick them up eventually. Moving on, we have a new one from Bookable Playing Cards, which is the Art of Cardistry deck in a new color. It is funded, 25 days to go. It's the same as the previous Art of Cardistry, except the previous one is more like green and blue colors. This one's more like pink and yellow, purple, or red, I guess. Actually, the other one is blue, this one is red. And you can still get the blue one as well. And I mean, it's about $7 US for one deck plus shipping. I mean, I pledged for it. Why not? It's a custom deck. It's pretty cool, and it's only $7 US, which is like about who knows how much Canadian. If you want to know more about it, of course, check out my review on the original one, which I'll have to change to blue Art of Cardistry. And moving along, we have the Avalon playing cards from Natalia Silva, currently 29% funded, 27 days to go, when it should be about 150% funded, and it's not, unfortunately. It is a beautiful deck. I've mentioned it before, a couple of weeks ago, that it was coming to be printed by Expert Playing Cards. Why not USPC? I don't know. $15,000 goal seems a bit high compared to most projects lately, but it's a reasonable goal. And it's a beautiful back design, as you can see, and it seems to say something in here, and I'm guessing Latin or something. Beautiful back design though, kind of tally-ho circle back-ish. And the artwork on the face is very beautiful as well, as you can see. Beautiful court cards, nice style of index and pips. And it says in the Insula Avalonis, the Isle of Fruit or Apple Trees. Interesting. Beautiful artwork. There is a king, and they tell you who, she has information on who every court card is, obviously. Guinevere, Arthur, Lancelot, beautiful Ace of Hearts with the Excalibur sword, Nimue, the Lady of the Lake, Sir Galahad, beautiful number cards. She does have it listed as black deck, which could indicate potential future colors, depending on how it does. Stretch goals, perhaps, which are probably not going to happen at this rate. But it's a gorgeous deck. I highly recommend checking it out. It's definitely worth it. Only $14 plus shipping. Not a bad price. Moving on, we have the Angelarium Trilogy by Albino Dragon. It is funded, 11 days to go, a short project campaign. This is kind of a reprint of the previous Angelarium decks, plus one, and they are bicycle branded. There's 3 decks, and I mean, I guess they're different than the original ones. The other ones were like the Tree of Life and whatever. Here we got the Watchers, Seraphim, and Emanations. $31 for all 3 decks plus shipping. That is not bad. Don't know if you can add on the other ones. So here's a 1. And the artwork is, I mean, it's okay, not necessarily my cup of tea, but it's definitely well done and interesting. Interesting style of pips for the aces. There's another deck, and it's a similar but different back design. Similar artwork for the court cards for all the Angelarium figures, which I'm not really, I'm not familiar with them. That's Emanations. And then lastly, we got the Watchers. Kind of the same style for all the cards, for all the decks. Risks and challenges. Risk of natural disasters and other cataclysmic events. Yeah, that could happen. But yeah, they're pretty interesting. They're well done, obviously. Then we got the Git deck by Varianto25. It is funded 4 days ago, not my cup of tea. It's all about computer programming. We got the Magnificent and Hippos relaunch by Home Run Games from this one was free Jeff. It is funded, 34 hours to go. It's almost done. Again, it really doesn't do anything for me. Then we got the Ragnarok playing cards by Design. Imperator is well funded, 10 days to go. They are, of course, very nice decks and very similar to the previous decks we've done. The Ardor playing cards by Ian Musgrove, which is 56% funded, 3 days to go. I don't see it happening at this rate. It's not overly exciting. It is what it is. It's not horrible or anything like that. It's not bad, but again, not my cup of tea. I just really don't like what I'm seeing. Next up, we got the Sumi playing cards from Card Experiment, and they are funded, 24 days to go, and they look very nice as well. I can't recall if it's one deck or two at the moment. I guess it could be free. 2 for sure. Yes, 2 decks. The Early Bird, which is about $23 plus shipping, which is not bad. With a pair of decks. Paint with blood and ink. Hopefully not real blood. That would be bizarre. Although it would be a first. It would be pretty unique. And printed by Expert Playing Cards, which is interesting because usually they print through USB-C. Beautiful tuck cases. It's about Kurikara Onmonmon, which means tattoo in Japan, all about tattoos. There's the Sumi Artist deck and the Sumi Grandmaster deck. Feel like I said, wow, since it's Japanese. Beautiful tuck case, lots of Japanese elements, and of course you gotta have dragons. How can you make a Japanese deck without a dragon on it? So, there you go. Very nice looking. Very interesting aces. Very interesting. Lots of detail in them. And it looks like the clubs and the spades are going to have like a bluish color for the pips, and also down a reddish color, a little bit faded almost. Well, actually, it's not faded. The beautiful pips, very interesting court cards. They are very similar, but they are apparently different. One says Vaz Rayaksa, Vaz Rayaksa, and the other one is Kundali Vid Yavaza. They look very similar though, almost identical. I don't know if there's any difference, but apparently there is. I mean, I've seen some minor differences, but they're very similar. Ooh, look at that. Very beautiful pips and artwork. I like it. I do recommend checking this one out based on what I want soon. Beautiful back designs. I like that as well. These are have now become just looking at the art, probably my favorite Card Experiment decks. Just looking at them. Although the previous ones they did, which was the, I don't even remember the name, they were pretty nice as well. Moving on, we have the yoga-inspired custom playing cards by Manoj Kasal. It's an interesting idea. I don't think that the court cards are really really fit that well. I mean, they fit the theme, but I just don't think they fit the code cards, what the code cards should be. So that's a pass for me on that one. But it's 14% funded. 13 days to go. I don't see it happening. And then we got the Bicycle Wild West playing cards by Justin Freud. Jam-packed cards. 31% funded. 29 days to go. Again, I recommend checking this one out. It's a relaunch. The last one didn't fare so well. He's just over a quarter of the way. Just launched the other day. They're not bicycle branded. Of course, USB produced. There's the Lawman deck and the Outlaw deck. They're nice back designs. They're simple. They fit the theme. They're actually really nicely designed, and I like them. And then the court cards, again, very nice, beautiful, nicely designed. Again, you get your Outlaws, you got your Lawman. Very nice Ace of Spades on both decks. Nice court cards, a little cartoony, but they're nice. The heads seem a little bit big. Then again, they probably had big egos, so it kind of fits. The Jokers, how can you go wrong with that? And a diptych, the Lawman on one side, the Outlaw on the other. Straightforward number cards. They're really nice. And look at this. Cigar style playing card boxes as well. Nice coin available, and poker chips. Ooh, I like the poker chips. There's a lot of poker chips though, and they're probably not going to be cheap. $15 for all 8 combos. $5 for any individual 2 chips. That's pricey. Why would you spend $5 for 2 chips when you get 8 for $15? And I might actually have to do that. It's been a while since I got some poker chips, and they look pretty nice and colorful. And I do collect them a little bit. Any dice? No dice? What's this stretch goal? It's bullets. Very nice aces. Very fitting. Well done. I do like these decks. I do recommend checking them out. Without a doubt. Although some people might go, oh, these would have been good if they were like 5 years ago, because they fit in with a lot of the decks that were on Kickstarter like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. But they're still nice. I like them. And like I said, I recommend checking them out. Moving on, we got the Christopher playing cards with foil and embossing by Christopher. So he's making his own branded deck apparently. Only 150, and they will personalize it with your name on the seal as well as numbered. It is almost funded. It's 82% funded, 28 days to go. The tuck case it's okay. The back design is not overly exciting, unfortunately. And then the court cards, they are just a recolored standard court card. I do not like what they did with the index. Where is the index? All I'm seeing is a J, then there's a pip on a card. It's not usable in my opinion like that, especially when you look at the number cards, which we'll get to. The back design is very simple, straightforward, not overly exciting. That's supposed to be NHIS, just the letter with the pip that's on the card. However, I do like the colors on the court cards. And I like how, they filled up the space on the card with the court card. However, you go to the number cards and they got a standard index, which doesn't fit with what you see on the court cards. Also, you can see that they've made the hearts and diamonds black. And then you go to the number cards and they're like brown and beige, or gold color almost. Why? You need to have consistency. The suits need to be the same color all the way through, and the indexes should be the same all the way through. This is just horribly put together. I don't know why you would do that. I can understand trying to do something different, but I don't like it. The way it's done, the way it's put together, it's not good in my opinion. And also, it's being printed by Nage Cards, which is obviously some kind of a no-name, cheap manufacturer, because they're only producing 150 decks. 310 GSM German stock with a linen era finish. Also a double backer and a duplicate 7 of spades, including the deck. It says it's very rare because of limitation. Limited and, rare doesn't mean valuable. A lot of people go, oh, this deck is super limited, it's going to be very valuable. That doesn't mean it's valuable. It just means it's rare. Rarity and value are two different things. Moving along. So yeah, a lot of questions regarding the quality. It's just not very good. Next up, we got the Sisterhood of Blood, Volume 2 by Kirk Slater. 38% funded, 24 days to go. Oh God, Jason Wen is back. By Kirk Slater, it's a new version of the Sisterhood of Blood. And it's a beautiful bat design. I love the red borders. And I love that bat design. It's very nice, beautiful, well done. And again, you got the same style of court cards as before. I don't know if they're exactly the same. Obviously, they're not exactly the same, but they're similar. Might be the same ladies. They're vampiresses. And looking pretty good and bloody. And beautiful aces. Although it'd be nice if the ace of spades kind of stood out from the other ones a little bit. But it's fine. Nice number cards. It's got a nice little detail in the center. A worn out levered look, which does appear to be different from card to card, which is thumb up. It's a lot of extra effort to make each card different. And then you get the jokers, which again are similar to the one in the previous deck, except they made them red, which is cool. It's different while being similar. However, they do stand out from the other cards like a sore thumb. And looks like the inside of the card is going to be doused with blood once again. The inside tuck, that is. There's a book available, and it's very nice artwork. Highly recommend checking it out. Obviously, Top Aces of World War I by Jody Eklund is funded. 11 days to go. Obviously, definitely check that one out. Same with the Barata Tarot playing cards by Sinise Chaba. 31% funded. 27 days to go. And obviously, it's worth checking that one out. I recommend it. I've shown that one to you before. And next, we're going to get to the Carrot, Velvet, Red, and Floral White playing cards by Jason Wen, which is funded. 13 days to go. Yet, beautiful artwork, beautiful work, like the Sisterhood of Blood, like the Wild West decks, like, what else was there? The Avalon. Those ones are not funded, but Jason Wen's project is. What is wrong with the world today? Good grief. These are, he's done these before, I'm pretty sure. It's just like a new color. And they are, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a decent bat design. But it's kind of just more of the same. He's doing gilded edges apparently. And the number cards are improved. I like those number cards. I don't care much for the index. They look like they've been ripped off from another deck, although I can't recall which deck. But they're not bad. They're pretty nice. The faces. And there's Prototype. It's the court cards that concern me, and it's the court cards that he's not showing us, because they are probably not so good. There's one court card there, but it's just a sample. What is this loading? Come on. Custom court cards, but they're not showing us the court cards, so it's a little concerning to me. But I'm giving props. He's actually improved. He's put some effort into them. Then there's Day of the Dolls pinup playing cards. Again, by Stephen Lewis, custom gambler playing cards. Is 63% funded, 26 days to go. He's previously done this. He tried way too many decks the first time. Relaunched it with one deck that was funded, and now he's back with another one celebrating the Day of the Dead. And that bat design really doesn't do much for me. I mean, it's okay. It's definitely different. Not doing too much for me. Either is this one, the Burlesque Edition. And then there is the Sailor Cherry Edition. And they previously did the green one, I believe. I mean, the artwork is very nice. It's well done. And there's the other one, the green one, the Bombshell Edition. I apologize if I'm going through kind of fast. I do want to get through this. Like I said, I mean, the artwork is well done. I don't think the bat designs are all that great, and I do think that the court cards, you know, it'd be nice if they were mirror image, more standard, traditional. But they're okay. I mean, they're women, so nothing wrong with that. And they did print the first one there, as you can see, via the USB-C, and I guess it might be available again. I guess he really wants to get all 3 decks produced. And it looks like he may do that. Next up, oh god, not this guy again. John Daniel Taylor IV, with another one of his crappy decks. It's 95% funded, 28 days to go. It's even worse than Jason Wen. And what he does is he has a comic book series and what looks like smut for the most part. And he has a deck of cards which is based on that comic book. And it's just a bunch of women, nude, half naked, scantily clad, slutty. I mean, I will say this much, he did, you know, no, I'm not going to say it. I mean, the artwork is okay, I will say that much. However, he's only designed, you know, 14 cards or whatever it is. 15 cards. 13 face cards, so each number card, each, you can see here, each ace is the same. Actually, it's only 20 aces of spades, so the hell. I'm not even sure. The back design, one way, why not, you know, make it a nice back design? I don't know. I'm just not thrilled with his, and I think that if you have to resort to this, to sell a comic book with a deck of cards, it's not worth it. A comic book should be sold based on the story and the characters and not sex appeal. But I guess sex sells, but this is just not my cup of tea. And then we got these signature 5 playing cards by Facundo Magic Card Creator. 4% funded, 18 days to go. I think I actually looked at this one last week. I don't even remember though. It's a simple so-so back design with, I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be on it. And I don't know why it's named Phi. But it is. And then the court cards. And by the way, these aces without indexes or horrible. You gotta have indexes on your cards. And he spelled it ass, as in like Oz. He's spelling it in a Spanish way. That's not how you spell ace. So I don't get it. And they're not showing any other faces, so it's a major pass. The Deck of Many Fables by Gus Reiber. 41% funded, 12 days to go. I don't see it happening at this rate. The problem right now is there's too many beautiful, amazing decks on Kickstarter. And it's, you know, pulling backers in all sorts of directions. And that's why you see so many decks struggling. But this one is not really my cup of tea. We've looked at it before. Then there's the Riders of the Apocalypse Volume 2 by Ace Collectible Cards. It is funded 6 days ago. Worth checking out. It's well done. And he is a supporter of this channel, so I recommend checking it out. And here we got the Patriot Playing Cards by DF13 Skateboards. It's 6% funded, 3 days to go. Not going to happen. It's just too similar to other decks, in my opinion. Dragonback. Limited edition playing cards for gamers by Ben Green. It's 24% funded, 28 days to go. I don't know if I've sold this multi before. First of all, I think the name Dragonback is probably copyrighted by the USPC. I don't know for sure. And then, speaking of legal issues, it's inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, so there could be legal issues with the artwork and the characters featured within. I could be wrong. I don't know a whole lot about that. There is a limited gold edition with 500 plus full run. The artwork is well done, as you can see. It's these holding balls. Oops, let's be user friendly here. Advertiser friendly. I'm sorry. This King's page is just bizarre. What the hell is this behind him? His head is cut off. Back design is so-so. It's not bad. It's mirror imaged. Thumbs up for mirror image back design. But it's not bad. It's dragon scales of a dragon. However, the one for Randy Butterfield, I forget the name right now off the top of my head, is obviously a much better dragon back design. And there's the other deck. It's pretty well done. Nice artwork. It's the same artwork, it's just a different color back design, face and back for the limited edition deck. And for some reason they decided to make the back of the tuck case not the back design. It's a one-way version of the back design. The tuck case is not exciting. It's for Emily and Alice. Thumbs up. I don't know who they are, but that's always good to make a deck for in honor of somebody. But the tuck case is not great. There's stretch goals for metallic inks and embossing and foiling and numbered seals. However, I do not know what company is producing the deck, so that is a automatic pass. Plus, there's so many decks you gotta be picky. Then there's the physics playing cards by Mikhail Stolpovsky, which I mentioned last week. It's 30% funded, 21 days to go. I'm not sure it's going to make it at this rate with Sony decks on Kickstarter. But it is, the artwork is not everyone's cup of tea. The back design, I don't know if you've seen it. I think I know what it looks like, but I don't know if you've actually seen it. But it's not great if it's what I think it is, which is what you see on a tuck case. But it's an informative deck, obviously, and the art it's fine. They put some effort into it. I always support effort. However, it's not going to be for everyone's tastes. Then there's the Duncan Deck, which is a deck using rock, paper, and scissors logic with playing cards to give you new suits and all sorts of, new gameplay ideas. It's a decent back design. The artwork on the core cards is custom. It's decent, and then you get these custom suits, which are, not everyone's cup of tea. And it's by Jeffrey Damont. It's currently 44% funded, 15 days to go. Don't think it's going to happen at this rate, but never know. And then you got the Space Deck by Leo McHugh, which is 64% funded, 12 days to go. I've mentioned this one as well. It's pretty well done. As you can see, nice back design. The faces are completely custom. It really does a lot of extra sort of unnecessary details in his core cards. I'd rather see the figure a little bit clearer. But they're well done. Interlude Hanafuda card deck by Kelly McKernan is funded, 3 days to go. Not my cup of tea, but the artwork is well done. Classic horror deck by Sigil Entertainment Group is funded, 5 days to go. Don't expect high quality playing cards for $1,800. Wasn't really my cup of tea. Anyway, Creatures deck of cards relaunched by Rana Mahmood. She hasn't had enough projects that haven't funded, so she's trying again. It's 14% funded, 27 days to go. Let's see if there's any improvements. And the back design is absolutely horrible. And then the faces, they are okay, except there is a, well, it's almost like a double index. This is volume 1 out of 4 because they're so popular. See, the double index thing, you got your kind of standard index, and then there's another one on top. It's another pip. It's kind of interesting. The artwork, I mean, is not horribly great. If that even makes sense. I mean, put effort into it. It's okay, but it looks like it. Oh, wow. Repeating court cards is what I'm seeing. I mean, you see the queens are the same, the jacks are the same, the kings are the same. That is horrible. And I mean, it just doesn't look very polished or refined, if you know what I mean. Pretty cartoony. Just different colors. The number cards, the pips are nice, they're custom. The bat design could be better. I don't know if it's going to happen. There's two different, oh, for God's sake. And then there's a black one as well. Who knows if it's going to fun. I will be right back. I apologize. I tried to get this done before I ran out of time. I kept looking over at the clock. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, damn, not going to make it. Ugh. Moving on, we got the Kingdoms of Erden 2018 playing cards and calendar. It is funded, 10 days to go, because they had a frickin' $1 goal. Are you kidding me? This is not a Kickstarter project if you have a $1 goal. I long ago lost interest in these decks. Oh, sorry, $100 goal. It still is ridiculously low. To me, it seems like he's just trying to sell off whatever decks he has. It's by Tim Olinger. And it is the same old we've seen time and time again. And he's decided to put the artwork on a calendar because it's so popular. The back design is, it's okay, the faces are decent, but it's the same thing. There's been no changes in these cards since like day 2. I'm saying day 2 because there was a change from like the first deck to the second deck, but very little change. And as far as I'm concerned, he's just trying to sell off. Yes, the decks have already been printed. He's just trying to print some calendars. So basically, he is reselling decks that he's already produced. I cannot support that or endorse that. Let's move on. Queen card by Queen Cards. 83% funded, 18 days to go. I mentioned that one last week. It's decent. It's an interesting idea. They've made the queens men and the kings female, swapping the genders. It's interesting. I don't know why spell queen with a K, W, but it is what it is. Luxord's card deck by Frank Herbal. Probably butchered that. 28% funded. 21 days though. I don't see it happening. It's not overly exciting. And then we got, oh my god, the Donald Trump trading game. The only thing I want to do is trade Donald Trump for some other president. Donald Trump just went to Asia. Let's leave him there. Air Force One, just take off. Leave Donald Trump there. America will love you for it. The world will love you for it. Moving along, I am Oracle card deck. No, let's move on. The Bicycle Cardistry BW, black and white, next level in design, which is the exact same design he's used like 3 times before. It's by Handlords, by DeVoe. It is well funded because he had a very low goal. 24 hours to go. Can't recall if I budgeted for this one or not. Like I said, the next level in design. It's the same thing he's done before. How is it the next level in design? It's the last level in design, quite frankly. Well, I mean, one thing he did do is he made it. One change that he did do is it's got 4 indexes, so that you can fan it one way, you get white faces. You fan it the other way, it looks like it's black faces in the corners, anyways. So you got that. It's a little bit different. I take my word back. It's a little bit different, but it's basically the same. And I did pledge for it. Why? Because I got the WTF cardistry deck, which is a spelling deck, and has letters on the faces, and I figured this would be a perfect complement to that. It's the same color back design, same back design. So, actually it's not quite the same back design, apparently. Or maybe it is. I've seen something different there. It is the same back design. Should be. So it complements that deck, and you could, combine them for effects and tricks and whatnot. You said your card was the Queen of Hearts, and then you spell it out instead of showing the Queen as a reveal. I think that's an awesome idea. Don't steal my idea. I'm going to copyright that trick. But yeah, there's the spelling deck. I like it. It's different. You could probably add it on. Definitely. So, I like it. I like about checking it out. You don't usually hear that for a hand-moved project. Then we got Dracula Cat, poker cards by Patet Cedric. It is 42% funded, 64 hours to go. It is not going to happen. Apparently people on our fan have seen Dracula Cats. Then we got the Sun Tzu's deck, inspired by the Art of War by Sun Tzu. It is by D. Rodriguez. It's 39% funded, 15 days to go. Again, not sure what's going to happen. The back design really does nothing for me. The faces, again, not so much. Lots of duplicates for some reason. What is up with that, Kickstarter? This feels like Deja Vu. About 8 times Deja Vu. Again, more the same. Wow. If there wasn't so many duplicates, I would have been through this already like 5 minutes ago. Alright, so that is it for Kickstarter. I don't know if there's anything to check out on Indiegogo. We'll check it out. Oops. We'll check that one out. I don't really fantasy playing cards. We'll see how that one's doing. Just bear with me. Oh, here we go. Fantasy playing cards by Fantasy Deck in Colombia. It's 8% funded with I don't know how much long left. It probably failed actually. It's closed. It's done. But that's not what I was coming here for. That one obviously didn't make it. But we finally get to see it. I had a lot of difficulty trying to show that one before. Let's see if there's anything else. Or did he go a second here? Yes. The Vigor Blue Edition. It is 58% funded, 10 days to go. I'm not sure it's going to happen because it's Indiegogo. A lot of people don't back on Indiegogo. Plus, the biggest problem is the fact that they were not allowing you to buy just one deck. Or even 2 decks. You have to buy 3 decks, 6 decks, or 12 decks, which is limiting how many backers are going to back this project, because not everyone wants 3 decks, or 6 decks, or 12 decks. Some people just want 1 or 2. And you basically said, nope, we don't want you. Get the hell out of here. And that's a slap in the face to anyone like me who might want one of these decks, but doesn't want to or cannot afford to buy 3 or 4 decks or however many they're selling. And I don't know why they're doing that. Of course, there's a lot of decks here that the Air deck I'm waiting on. I don't know where that one is, but there's a lot of projects here you can back if you missed out. There is the Fret deck, which is guitar learning guards. I don't know if they are actually playing guards. Vampirella tarot card deck, actually funded somehow. And that's enough of that. Um, so that is it for Kickstarter / Indiegogo crowdsourcing. Stay tuned. Lots to talk about still from the world of playing cards, including something new from Duncan Deck coming soon. And I'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching. And again, thanks to the sponsor, Murphy's Magic. And see you next time.